Welcome. Glad to have everyone back. Ninth episode. What are we going to be covering today? Today we'll be going over Algoraland sponsoring the World Cup. We'll be going over Crypto.com cutting and then reinstating their staking rewards. We'll be going over FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried's latest big photoshoot reveal. Lastly, we'll be covering all the latest price movers and big crypto news action. So hit the like and subscribe button and let's begin. Algoraland scores FIFA partnership, price surges. Blockchain announced they will be the regional supporter for North America and Europe at this year's World Cup and will be the official sponsor of next year's Women's World Cup. So this is actually a pretty big deal for Algoraland, the official World Cup sponsor. A lot of other coins were vying for this, I hear. So Algoraland will provide official blockchain-supported wallet for FIFA, and what is a sponsorship and a technical partnership deal. So the wallet will be for all crypto-related payments. They will go through the Algoraland wallets. So token price was up considerably. They were up, what was it? I think about 20% on the peak there. Number one on the Luna Crush trending coin of the day. Good things for them. This could represent a good buying opportunity when the World Cup starts or a little beforehand in November, because we will be seeing Algoraland splashed everywhere for a 4-week period. So, considering they're one of the not one of the top blockchains, I think they're around 25, 30 in total market cap. And they're a little bit off their all-time highs here. It could be, sometime before November, could be a good buying opportunity. Have to follow that. Moving on, Crypto.com restarts their staking rewards after community furor. Crypto.com has since backtracked on its decision to fully end staking rewards, where crypto card users had locked up CRO for a 100-day period to earn yields. The decision that led to a vocal backlash among community members and social media sites like Reddit and Twitter. Most of the comments were negative, blah, blah, blah. The CRO token went down 11% in the after hours. It has responded. It has gone back up since then. It just goes to show you got to pay attention to the retail fan base here. When they get angry, the whole token price, the market cap can go down. But part of this could stem from, as you remember, in November here, they announced they were sponsoring, they got the naming rights to the Staples Center for, I believe, 20 years, and it was $700 million at the time, so everyone was excited about this partnership. There was some talk, well, maybe they're spending a little too much money here. This November 16th, that was literally right at the peak of the market when Bitcoin was around 65,000. So you wonder if maybe the staking rewards cutting initially had something to do with them cutting costs, bear market, they had spent a lot of money here. Who knows? Token did moon significantly on the World Cup partnership here. It looks like it was up about, I think, about 50% here. Or no, excuse me. This was actually when they announced the Staples Center sponsorship here. It mooned significantly there. It went up about 50%, but yeah, it was up about 20% on the World Cup partnership, so not bad. If you compare them to FTX, both tokens are pretty similar in terms of their 12-month performance here. Look to be both slightly up from the start of the year, similar shaped curves there. I believe they're both outperforming Bitcoin, or maybe about equal. Check on that. Now, sticking with FTX, so the big buzz from their Crypto Bahamas conference this past weekend. There were a lot of celebrities there, politicians, famous people. But by far, we got the biggest buzz was this right here. Sam Bankman-Fried on stage, Gisele Bundchen, and his newly appointed head of global fashion luxury partnerships. So, sticking with that trend, his head of global fashion released a whole new photo shoot post-conference with the three of them, including Sam Bankman-Fried. Got tons and tons of, this was the marquee photo here. Got huge response on social media. Everyone was loving it. This is peak fashion, peak male specimen. That lean, though, I agree. The lean, look at this lean here. This is key. A week ago, a lot of space here. Week later, much closer, big lean there. That's key. Nonetheless, what everyone is wondering is, as we all know, Sam will be making an appearance at the Formula One 3-day festival in Miami this weekend. Everyone is wondering whether his wardrobe will be updated. I will be following along Twitter very closely, and we'll keep everyone updated with that. Sticking with Formula One, OKX announced a multi-year partnership with McLaren on the F1 circuit. OKX is they're one of the biggest Asia-based exchanges. Their symbol will be based on all parts of the McLaren cars during the Formula One races, and additionally, their symbol will be on two of the drivers' helmets. First ever Miami Grand Prix this weekend. It's a perfect occasion for us to launch this significant partnership. So it's kind of cool. Formula One, crypto, I wouldn't have necessarily thought they would be aligned, but they are. It seems like it kind of got started with Moon Carl, as I was discussing yesterday. He just got a new Bugatti. He's gotten a couple Bugattis this year. He also has a sponsorship with Formula One. I think this was back in March, about 2 months ago. He's announced a sponsorship with Formula Two, where his moon symbol was going on their car. So credit Moon Carl. He got the whole Formula One thing started here. Here he is chilling at one of the races. Moving on. Cold Dats coin is mooning big time today, up 53%. I've been watching this coin sort of peripherally for a while. It's had a lot of action. I haven't bought anything yet, but I have been intrigued. They're up today. They announced adding a secondary revolt token, which will provide additional deflationary support to the original Cold Dow token. It sounds like it'll be something sort of similar to Steppen or Axie Infinity, where they have their in-game token and then governance token. Maybe they're going for that right there. Nonetheless, it had a big effect on the price here. Everyone loves it. Went up 53%. So what is Cold Dow? Well, it's technically a hyper deflationary slash incubator style token. It is run by this interesting character named Mr. Homogulous. It's a pseudo not. He's a one-man operation, or he was until recently. I'll get into that in a sec, but he is anonymous. He looks the kind of guy. He looks like he belongs in one of those Purge movies, but he somehow got lost along the way and made it into crypto, but turned out to be a shock hidden crypto. Surprisingly, he puts out some ominous tweets over the last month. You aren't prepared for my plans. The machine doesn't stop. Or what do the many get when you cross a mentally ill loser with society who abandons them and treats them like trash? I'll tell you what they get. They get what they fucking deserve. Whoa. Getting a little creepy here, Mr. Homogulous. Whoa. Well, but moving on, he does appear to be a huge hit. The token has performed amazingly over the last few months. I will get to that in a sec. But there was one additional problem with the token. It's his Mr. Modulous's dark, kind of destroy the world image was not really resonating with the female crowd. As you can see here is a Meet the Guardian Twitter Spaces that happened a month ago. The Guardians, those are the first 50 stakeholders. As you can see, all guys, and I tuned into this Meet the Spaces here. At one point, there were 50 people, and there was literally all 50 guys. So Mr. Modulous's dark image was just not resonating with females. And I think he kind of realized, you need to do something about it. So he tried here. Here was about 2 weeks ago. Girl Gone Crypto. She had tweeted this. Good morning, fellow psychopaths. That was when that media report came out that all crypto holders are psychopaths. Mr. Modulus responded, good morning. My interest in our cult. No response from Girl Gone Crypto. It was very disappointing. Whatever, but Mr. Modulus finally made some moves. He hired a second employee, so he's no longer a one-man operation. Now it's a two-person shop. He hired this girl. I don't really know too much about her. She appears to be from Bali. She now works full-time for Cold Dow. Everyone seemed to love it in the message boards here. They're very excited, and she seems to be extra excited about her job. Oh my God, I wasn't joking. Cold Dow literally is my full-time job. And, it's absolutely incredible listening the way up to Mr. Homogulous is the greatest human being on earth. I mean, this guy is just powerful. Look at that right there. Anyways, I'm very bullish on the project here. See, they have Moon considered. It's a small market cap project. They got up to about 70 cents at one point. They're at 23 cents. previously. This isn't really the type of coin. There's not really any quantitative metrics you can look at. There's not like a huge team you can evaluate. There's no vesting schedule you can evaluate. Their hyper deflationary burning mechanism is very sort of nuanced and high tech. It's a little too early to kind of study that and see if it's going to be successful or not. It sounds good, but it's really tough to tell how successful that could be. So it's more of a qualitative thing you look at. And I mean, I'm just sensing a real buzz in the Twitter room here. It's the base of the community is just stable and growing, and more people are joining. So that's how you evaluate Cold Down. Yeah, I'm definitely bullish in this one. I'm gonna keep tabs there. Moving on, some funding news here. Andresson and Horowitz, they're launching or they're setting their sights on India, planning on investing $500 million. A variety of Indian startups. This isn't just crypto, it's some mainstream tech investments and then some crypto investments. It's kind of cool. India is the second most populous country in the world. They have the sixth biggest tech ecosystem. They have a lot of very talented programmers there. A lot of crypto companies are trying to get in there, like Coinbase as well. Andresson Horowitz, as I mentioned the other day, they were the number one top performing crypto VC firm of the last year. So they are hot. So there's going to be a lot of money from them going to a lot of places. Moving on, SEC, they are adding to their crypto enforcement units. They are increasing from 30 employees to 50 employees. So they're adding 20 new people, renaming it from the cyber unit to the crypto assets and cyber units. Name there. With the additions, the number of staff will be almost doubled, and they'll be focusing on new coin offerings, lending, NFTs, and decentralized finance, DeFi there. So it seems like most of the things they've been focusing on, and DeFi especially, that's tons of hacks lately. So not a surprise that'll be the focus there. Since 2017, they brought 84 total enforcement actions. One guy who might be a little nervous about this news is this guy here that I covered yesterday, the Ben Phillips, the SafeMoon, the accused of a pump and dump. His tweets were rather nefarious, you could say. He might be a little bit nervous right now. Thinking with the DeFi hack. So this hack happened a couple days ago. Every week it's a new DeFi hack. They're always 50, 100, $200 million. It's becoming so common. I guess what's more interesting now is what strategy the coins use after they're hacked, because we're seeing a whole plethora of different strategies. So this one here, Rare Capital, $80 million they were hacked for. So they were going for the bounty strategy. They're offering a $10 million bounty to the hacker if the hacker then becomes a white hat hacker, returns the 80 million, and Rare Capital will not ask any questions, or so they say. So that's been done before. So Polygon did that successfully. They were hacked for about $600 million. I don't know why it says 800, about $600 million. A little while ago, I think that was in August, they offered a bounty. They only had to pay $2 million. The hacker accepted. He turned into a white hat hacker. He returned all the money, and they got off pretty clean on that one. On the other hand, Ronin and their Axie Infinity hacks, they did not offer the bounty. They went for a bailout instead. They got $150 million for Binance and a couple other industry heavyweights. They didn't get the whole $600 million because the team's not sure if they might be able to recover some of that money. So they don't want extra money floating around. Solana, they also went with the bailout. They got $320 million bailout from Jump Crypto. They were hacked, I believe, in December or January for that amount, so they did not offer a bounty, but seemed to work out good with them. So it'll be interesting in the future what strategy coins go for. Been on last news of the day, Decrypt, the magazine that covered yesterday, they got $10 million in funding, spent as an independent Web3 company. They have a $50 million valuation. That's pretty impressive for just a crypto news source here, kind of a niche crypto news source. 10 million funding, 50 million valuation. Not bad, but yeah, they spun out of Consensus. They're kind of focused on niche stories, a lot of NFT stuff. I they don't have too many stories. It's not like 20 different articles every day that you have to sort of sift through. It's just 4 to 5 articles a day. The articles are short. It's not overwhelming. It's very niche. It's just kind of easy to navigate around. That's it for today. I will be back with a new episode tomorrow. Catch you later.